Well, you can see the cut from the Cripple Creek mine. The actual name is the Crescent Mine, but it's also the Cripple Creek Victor Mine. And we're going to be right up against it. This trail runs right up to the eastern edge of that mining activity. Man, they really just kind of scoured that mountain bare. And on the other side of that is a huge mining pit. It's just open source mining. It's not underground tunnels. They're just scouring it layer by layer. And we might get a look down into that pit today. I'm not sure. Good look at the Sangre de Cristos as we approach our trailhead. And here's the trailhead. It's not a long trail. It's just a little over 2 miles loop.
Only one car there.
Yeah. And it only takes an hour and a half. I'm probably going to take longer because I'm going to document it pretty well today.
Bucket.
This is the Theresa mine, founded in 1895. 1,620 foot deep shaft. Powered by 2 steam pumps. It said it was run by 2 steam pumps. Damn.
Check this out in here with all these levers.
Man, you can tell that's where the cables were. The 2 cables that ran it.
Man, I can't believe all this is still here.
Yeah, it's such heavy duty machinery. It's kind of hard to haul out of here, huh? Man, this is cool. I'm getting it all. Wow, you should see the gear mechanisms over here. They're ginormous.
Not as big as these. Oh, this is the guy that ran everything up here, by God.
Minor Mark.
Get your done.
This is cool. I'm digging. Here's the operator's booth.
You better mind me, boy. Get to work, boy.
Man, this is awesome. Pretty heavy duty. Yeah, you're smack dab in the middle of Colorado history. You research Colorado at all, you will encounter mining. So many of these towns wouldn't exist if not for the mining.
Count all the nuggets.
Maybe we'll find a couple left over. I love this stuff, man. I know it's just a bunch of run down, beaten up old structures. Wow, there's a bunch of electrical connections here.
Look at the window, even on the window.
Man, these are like real old-fashioned relays here, Mark. What a trip.
I've already seen them, man.
Yeah,
I thought it was like an organ at first.
Yeah, they click on, they click off.
Yeah.
These are... Well, we've got the history of Cripple Creek mining and the present day Cripple Creek mining all in one view. There's 2 old structures from the 1800s. And there's today's modern Crescent mine. It kind of dominates the background. And look at all the displaced earth just from that one mine. Wow, there's a truck hauling a load out of the mine. That's pretty cool. See the truck there, Mark? This mortar, brick, and stone structure is where they stored the explosives for the mining activity. That's pretty awesome. So we're going to head back up that little offshoot there.
Might as well, I mean, because we're not going to be coming back this way, are we?
Well, here's the explosive storage for the Vindicator mine, which we're about to come up on. It's got a nice little pine tree growing out the top of it, which that's kind of unusual. I guess the correct term would be the powder magazine. Oh, we can look in this one, Mark. That's kind of cool. The enormous door is taken off of it. Of course, it's nothing spectacular. It's just a hollow little cavity. Well, we just come up upon the Vindicator mine. This is like a small city here. That's the Beebe house. He was the superintendent of the Crescent mine. Said he even hosted parties here. And look, there's another explosive hut. I wondered if we'd see one. It's considered a bike. Man, there's a lot of structures up here, though.
Another sign thing. Getting some room. Back on this one.
Might be going back on the other loop that I was talking about. Man, this is incredible. Man, I'm loving this. Totally loving this. Wow, can we go up into the BB home? They don't have it all fenced off like everything else.
You got a bench out front. Hang out like on the front porch.
Man, this is incredible. Just a bunch of old...
Tell you what, that's pretty biggie over there.
Yeah. Well, the Vindicator mine was the mine here before the Crescent mine was... the open earth mining started. This has to be the Vindicator. I haven't seen signs for it yet, but this is the biggest one we've seen yet.
Is there up here then?
Well, this is the Beebe house. One time he was the superintendent of the Crescent mine up on the hill. And they used to have parties here. Not anymore, as you can see. I guess I'm going to go around the whole Beebe house. Since they don't have it fenced off, I'll go see the whole thing. Well, you can tell this would house quite a few people, and yes, you could have parties in here. Pretty cool. Probably not impressive to a lot of people, just a bunch of rundown. This is incredible. I'm a little too impressed, I think. And there's the pulleys, the steam operated pulleys for the main shaft. And the sign didn't really say how deep this shaft was. I know the Theresa mine was 1,620 feet. And I would expect this one to be similar.
He agrees.
It's almost like they're calling to each other, the two crows. Man, that's a big processing house. I'm guessing that's where they stamp it and stamp the ore out of the rock. This is just incredible. You know, some areas you go, you see one mine. This is just, it's literally a gold mine of gold mines.
Can't really tell what that was.
That's pretty much a wooden structure with sheet metal attached to it. And the crow agrees. This is incredible. If you like your history, we're standing in it. We're walking in history.
A lot more build shit they use.
Here's one of those blast houses that has caved in or been exploded. Who knows?
I bet this says.
What's the word?
A lot of writing.
Yeah, but of all the blast houses we've seen, that's the first one that's been collapsed.
That rock was broken in the late 1500s by burning wood stacked against rock face. Water may have been thrown in. This is old-timey shit.
Try to block the sun from the camera lens. It's hard to do that in film simultaneously. This is the main Vindicator ore house. I didn't say what you thought I said. I said ore house. The town of Goldfield. And there's a piece of history that's not going to be with us much longer. I don't know what it is. I just love this stuff. I really do. Well, heading home after a very rewarding hike. I enjoyed that. I really enjoy the mining history. And this is an unusual view of Pikes Peak, for sure. It looks so rugged from this side. Looking at it from the west side, I always see it from Colorado Springs on the east. This is incredible. It's beautiful. What a day. Colorado, just been here 23 years. It's still showing me something new. Unbelievable. Yeah, every time I try to put my camera away, Colorado tells me, nope, you're not done, son. I think we're looking at the Terriall Mountains now. And ironically, as Colorado goes, this is no big deal, but it's beautiful. What a perfect day. I couldn't be happier. I got me a big slice of Colorado history. The weather was perfect. Got to see the backside or west side of Pikes Peak.